Hi, everybody. Turn that down. Hopefully, you guys can see me. I'm not sure if you can or not. We'll see what happens. Hi, Addicted. How are you? Hi, Angie. Yeah, I thought I would do a quick live just so I could update you guys on what I've been dealing with and all that. Oh, you're welcome, Addicted. I still have yet to get out the rest of my Christmas cards. Um, I made good progress. I got quite a bit out, but not all of them. So forgive me, those that have not got one. I'm trying my hardest to get um, cards out, but as you guys know, I've been sick, so I have not been able to get all my cards out, but I did have every intention. I'm still trying to get them out, so just bear with me. But I did get a good head start on my Christmas cards. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Hi, Ashley. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I am feeling a little bit better. Well, a lot better than I was. I mean, and thank you guys for all your support and care and concern over my illness and where I've been. So I did want to update you on all that. So I've been sick about a week now. Um, and of course, I got it from Bob. Bob is currently back to work and doing so much better. I'm so happy. But as you can imagine, when he went to the ER room that night, we didn't get the best news, and he was down. He had to take off work. And then, of course, I was trying to do everything I could to help him. And so then I, in turn, got sick from him. But, it happens. We can't really avoid each other. I mean, even him being in another room, you're not avoiding each other totally. And so obviously I got sick, and then I went down, and haven't done a live, it feels like in forever. Hi, Wildflower. Oh, there you go. I feel for you. Yeah, I have this whole upper congestive uh, stuff all stuck in my head, but I can actually talk pretty normal now. I was kind of sounding like a he she for a very long time. I'm not out of the woods yet. I still have um, a little bit of congestion, but it's not as bad. But I want to thank all of you, man, guys. You guys have been just so supportive during this time. I have to first apologize to those of you that bought from me last week. You guys know Monday I start invoicing, and Monday to Tuesday is when I get my invoices done. Unfortunately, obviously, I have not got them done yet. Um, so I wanted to kind of take a poll on those that have ordered from me from last week. I wanted to know, would you like me to hang on to your stuff until next week and just invoice next week? Or you want me to invoice this week? I have a feeling I still need to invoice because I'm sure there's some of that stuff that was Christmas stuff that people are going to want, and I don't blame them. And for that, I can only apologize. I'm so sorry that I've been out. I had every intention to, I was actually going to do some surprise videos last weekend until I got sick. And then when I got sick, I was like, okay, great. Well, that's out of the question. Constant runny nose. You guys, I don't know if you can see, but this is all chapped and scaly and dry, and it's very painful. This whole section right here, I've been slathering on chapstick. I got to put the A&D ointment on because it's so rough and it burns. It's so chapped from constant congestion. And I'm so sorry. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Josie. Welcome. Oh, no, Angie. Oh, no, Angie. I'm so sorry. Oh, stay safe, Angie. Oh, gosh. That's so frightening, isn't it? Tornadoes. The skies right now, it's compacted with clouds, and they are moving. It's gray here. There's no sun at all. It's been this way most of the week, so that has added to the congestive stuff going on. Hi, Renee. Thank you, Angie, for understanding. Wildflower, how are you? Thank you, guys. You know, I say this, but from a grateful heart. Honestly, you guys have honestly really been so understanding of my entire situation. And it says a lot because I will say this. It doesn't matter if you're a buyer or a reseller. You know, there's people in the world that do kick you when you're down. And it happens all the time. It's happened to me. It's happened to you. It's happened to everybody. But I have to knock on wood, knock on something here. I have honestly had nothing but positive, supportive gestures and kindness and messages, all from you folks. And for that, I have to say thank you, thank you, thank you, because I know how frustrating it is when you're waiting for your packages and a reseller, something happens and you can't get your packages. So, man, thank you so much for, you know, understanding during this time. I wanted to show you, obviously, this is the war marks of all the sickness. But today, I am feeling a lot better. Still congested. I got most of my voice back. So I'm happy for that. I had a lower voice than Bob at one point. And Bob would probably get a kick out of that, but he knows it's true. My voice, basically, if you were to talk to me over the phone, you would have swore it wasn't me, that it was a man on the phone, a stranger, because that's how low my voice got. But anyway, right now, very little congestion. It's mostly dried up. I'm sorry I keep doing this. I rub this. It's very painful, but it also itches at the same time because it's trying to heal. All this, it's going to start scabbing. And all this is dry and scaly. And I'm sorry I'm touching my face. That's a bad habit, and I'm sorry, but it's so sore. And I'll sit here and rub it, trying to make it feel better. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay away from my face, but it itches hardcore because it's healing. But anyway, I still have a cough, and I don't have it now. During the day, when I'm up, when I'm about, I'm fine. But then when I go to bed at night, I'll just start drifting off and I'll get into this hack. It's not a cough, it's a hack. And it literally comes from my sternum up. And it contracts this whole upper body and it hurts. My lungs have been so stressed out with this cough. And I'll cough and I won't quit. So that is still a problem. It's, once again, even that cough is not as bad as it's been, but I've had it for several nights now. But it is going away, as does everything in time. The doctors anymore, after they test you and stuff like that, they just send you home and they don't really do anything for you. There is a pill that they give you, prescribed to you, that's, I questioned what was in it. I don't think I ever got a total response. And I kept saying, you know, I don't want to take something that is going to be more poison in my body, if that makes any sense. So I've been living on Mucinex Sinus for quite a while. Went through, I think, 2 boxes of it. I've gone through, you know, a few boxes of Kleenexes and to-go Kleenexes and all that good stuff. But as with anything, things do get better in time, and they're getting better. So I wanted you guys to know that. So, oh, okay, it's gloomy in Tennessee. All right. Yes, I'm so glad, Angie, you are safe. I mean, oh, it's so scary. I hate hearing that my friends are under tornado watches or warnings. That makes me, it just scares me. I just want to make sure you guys are safe. Josie and Denise, if you're, I know Denise is on another live probably still. I don't think she's done with her live. But I will get a hold of Denise. I am up for an auction tonight, my first auction in a very long time. Now that I can properly talk, now that I can, and it's not, I'm not blowing my nose every 5 minutes, literally every 5 minutes, not a joke. Which is why this is nothing but sore and chapped and burning, and now kind of itching on top of the burning because it's trying to heal. I'm going to slather some more Neosporin on it, A&D ointment, get it lubed up. So I'm sorry, you know, I'm not all put together today. This is all natural. You know, I'm taking baby steps, getting back. I have not even sat down at my desk. Because I knew if I sat down at my desk, I'd want to turn on the go live button. And I knew I couldn't. I knew I wasn't ready. So I didn't want to sit down at my desk. And it almost made me tear up. You know what I mean? Because you're like, I do this every day, almost. Not every day, but almost. And when you're away from it and you just want to get back to work and you're sick of being sick, you know, you're just like, oh, I know if I went back to work, I'd feel so much better. I'd be better. It's such a pleasant distraction. But when you can't, you can't. So, hi, Nancy. Yeah, step by step, exactly. Oh, good, Josie. Well, guys, well, then I will go ahead and make that official. I will go ahead and put on our normal Wednesday night auction with Josie and Denise. I will get a hold of Denise. You know, in Lamentations 4, it talks about how there's a time for everything under the sun. You know, there's a time for sickness and there's a time for healing. And I've been through the sickness, so now it's my turn to be healed of all this. And I want to thank you for the prayers, because I tell you, yesterday finally was the first break in in my sickness. I felt a difference. The congestion was drying up, and so I'm so thankful. This is the most I've talked, so I got a dry cough now, but sorry about that. So, baby steps. Baby steps. Drinking a lot of water. Um, and eating a bit of fruit. So, hi, Terry. Yes, a time to think positive, exactly. And um, you had your doctor write you a prescription for albuterol to use. That's really good, Kim. Yeah, I need to, you know, you'd think these doctors would have, most doctors prescribe um, breathing treatments, but that wasn't even prescribed, which is sad. But I have been doing some quote unquote breathing treatments at home. Um, they're not your standard. I took a big bowl and got like almost boiling water in it, and I put a scoop full of Vicks in there, and it made for a very strong steam. But I was like, I can't taste, I can't smell. I need, I needed the menthol to get up in there and clear out the sinus, the nasal cavity, and so I did that, and also just breathing over steaming hot water like a bowl and letting that steam get up in the head and uh, loosen up that stuff in there, that gunk. And I will be probably drinking some hot tea tonight. I'm still not getting a lot of sleep because that cough at night. Um, but I did get a little bit more last night because it didn't last as long. Um, and this happened to me a year ago. When I went through this a year ago, the same thing. When I would lay down, then I would get that cough. And as far as you could almost bank on it. So not sure, but it does stress out the lungs a bit. And so when that happens, I get up, I drink some water, I get it, and I tell you what, never to get. Bob got me. He was really great about get me some medicine over the counter and stuff, and he got me these lozenges. They're the Chloraseptic. Don't ever get Chloraseptic lozenges. They are nasty. This was a wild berry. Not good. They were out of the sucrets that I normally get. And so he settled for the Chloraseptic, and oh man, that was bad. I was like, well, now we know what not to buy. but A for effort. He tried really hard. So yes, fruit freezers. You are right, Terry. We had some. We still have some at home. That was one of the first things I took is my Hall's fruit freezers. I have the sugar free, of course, because I'm diabetic. So I get the the sugar free Halls and the Halls freezers. I love Halls. Halls just, it really does open up things. So I have my Halls at home. And I definitely got off the Chloraseptic because I couldn't stand it. That was just like not right on a lot of levels. That I was like, boy, you find out. And then we'd order something to eat, and we got Chinese at home, and and our Chinese here is so good, but when you can't taste it, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be able to eat and taste. But my taste is just coming back. And no, the taste wasn't from the sickness. It was from the congestion. Now, a year ago, when I got COVID, I lost my taste due to COVID. COVID took it away, and I didn't have taste back for months. I don't think I got it back until April, maybe March, April, before I got it back. It was a long time. Everybody kept telling me, oh, my taste came back at 3 weeks or a month. Not me. My taste didn't come back. I mean, I'd say at least April. And I tell you what, not a day went by that I wasn't grateful that I had my taste back. And then this happened, and the congestion, like when I would sneeze, then I could taste. When I get all that gunk out, I could taste for a hot minute and then disappear again, can't taste. So that's how it's been, but I am just now getting it back already because the congestion is almost completely gone. And I am just thrilled about that because honestly, if that would have continued, it would have been bad for me because you guys know during that time that I had COVID, I had a lot of attacks, panic attacks, and then I had that big anxiety attack. And my anxiety attack was brought on by not being able to taste or smell. It's kind of like I'm severely claustrophobic, and I found out during last year's episode that I am not just physically claustrophobic, but I am also mentally claustrophobic. When you lose your senses, some people like me, as it turns out, can feel claustrophobic when you lose those senses. And that's exactly what happened to me because my world became smaller, if you can imagine. So I knew if I got sick that it would be very bad. It was very bad the last time. And I was like, oh no, I cannot go through what I went through before. It's just absolutely no. So I kept making sure mentally I was not going to the dark side, that I was not thinking about what could. It was hard. And there was one time I had one moment when Bob was sick that I had a little bit of a moment with him. And I was like, I can't do this again, Bob. I can't go through this again. We all know it won't be good. It just won't be good. And, I can't be in a hospital. I have animals to take care of. I got to take care of the house. I got to take care of the business. I don't have time to be sick. I don't have time I don't have time for this, and I sure don't want to go through it again. So I'm like, no, 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 I can't get this again, you know? Yeah, they are. Yes, Kim, that's what I wanted to say. Anybody going through it, a recliner is a godsend. Now, I don't have one yet. After last year, I was going to get one, but we were never able to. After we paid our bills and then we had to save, I had to get an eye exam. I had to get glasses. It's just, it was one constant, I got to do this, I got to do that, we got to invest in this. Um, um, we had brought on yet another cat, so another mouth to feed, and just, so we never wound up getting that recliner. And you can imagine what I've been thinking about this whole week. I've been thinking about nothing about that, but if I just had a recliner, I probably could have got some sleep this past week. But although I wasn't active in YouTube, that's another thing. I miss YouTube so much that to watch other people's auctions, you almost don't have the heart to, because you miss it so much. You wish you could be doing the same thing, and you can't. You're stuck. You're like, I want to be on screen, but I can't. And I didn't want to be blowing my nose every 5 minutes and driving you guys nuts, because what good would that do? I mean, I wanted to wait till I was better, and I needed to get my voice back. That was a big deal. Although Bob probably enjoyed the fact that I didn't have a voice on and off. But it was a struggle, because the whole time he would be like, what'd you say? And I was repeating my life away, being sick. And I'm like, Bob, I'm not supposed to talk this much. I'm sick. Don't make me repeat. Because I was repeating everything I was saying to him, because my voice was in and out. So, but the good news is I can talk again, and I will be back. Josie, can you handle that mod, please? I'm on my phone and I can't handle it. Can you get? Maybe I just did it. I don't know if I did or not. Thank you, Josie. Thank you, because I'm on my phone, and yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, let me unhide it. Sorry. Then I highlighted the whole. So anyway, I'm gonna make this brief. I'm sitting at the grocery store parking lot. I had to get out, go get my mail, and I kind of drove around, and I just decided to park in this parking lot right here before I head back home. But we will go ahead and do a live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, and I will get invoices out as soon as I can. Thank you guys for having the patience of Job. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. We got a great community here, and you guys are pretty good about stuff like this, and we thank you for us resellers who get behind. And I'm a person, I'm very like, it troubles me when I'm behind in my work, my invoicing. It literally troubles me, like it vexes me. I just have, you feel guilty. You feel like, man, I got to get to it. I got to get there. But today is the truly first day of more freedom that I feel. So, you know, I think things will just get better from here. Like I said, I'm pretty much, I'm not out of the woodworks yet, but I'm on my way to feeling a lot better than I did. I already do now. I do have some energy, so I'll be able to, I think, withstand the auction tonight. So be there at 7 o'clock p.m. right here on my channel. Josie and Denise are going to join me. Hi, Nora. Thank you so much for popping by. I did see your comment. Like I said, guys, I even got to a point where I wasn't really able to watch a lot of YouTube because I miss it so bad that it was driving me nuts that I couldn't do a live at all to see you guys. It was to see you guys. Now, that sounds kind of not. It wasn't about doing a live for my sake. It was because I wanted to see you guys in the chat. I wanted to talk to you. It's like when you're used to talking to a friend and then all of a sudden you can't talk to them anymore. And you're like, oh my gosh, I really miss my friend. That's what it's been like. And watching people on YouTube, although I love everybody on YouTube, it also made me sad because I couldn't see you guys and say hi to you guys. And I mean, I could in other people's chats, but you know, I couldn't perform live like I wanted to. And so anyway, it was just this big circle of doom kind of thing. But and it can really get you down when you dwell on it. So I was I was doing a lot of game playing on my phone, believe it or not, guys. If you've been wondering what I've been doing, yeah. Yesterday I was going to do a live. I talked to Gladys on the phone, and I said I think I'll go live and at least update people on my sickness and how I'm doing. But then Miss Wobble, my cat, my calico cat, she jumped up top of me on the bed and wanted love time. And she is a big cat. She's, I don't know, a good 17 pounds, 18 pounds. She's a big cat. Heavy. And when you're not feeling the best, you got this big old weight on your chest. Doesn't exactly feel great. But she wanted her cuddles. That's another thing. I've been staying away from the cats, like faces, trying not to, you know, but they wanted she rams her face all over my face and gets slobber all over me like a dog, because she's got a breathing, we don't really know what her breathing issue is, but anyway, so she was in my face. And of course I've been keeping chapstick and everything on this area to heal it. She just rubs her face and her mouth and everything all over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, cat. I'm trying to stay out of your faces and not give you kisses and cuddles till I get over this. But she wasn't having it. She had missed me so much. And she just, yeah. So I got all loved up. I've still got red marks right here where her claws, you know, cats, they need, you know, with their claws and my skin, and she just needed, because she was getting all comfy on mom's chest. And yeah, so we had a little moment. So, oh, you dyed your hair. I got to see that. Well, guys, I will go ahead and sign off. I don't want to bore you anymore, but this was great. This was great being able just to see you guys' names and your profile pics in the chat, and it makes me so happy because my friends, I can see you again, and it's like, man, I feel like I've been out of this world for too long, and I got to jump back in. I'm going stir crazy, guys. I am. I'll admit, I'm not one of those people you can keep down in bed. I'm a go-getter. I want to go. I want to do. I want to be. I want to be out there. I want to socialize. And All I've gotten to do is get in a car and drive around. Like Bob will say, where you want to go? And I said, well, I can't go anywhere, like into a actual place. So all week he's been taking me and driving around, and but that's been great, just getting out again, out of the house and not cooped up, and it helps my mental state so that I don't get claustrophobic again like last time, and that's why Bob and I have to do it. Um, and then I'll get out of the car and kind of walk around. Although I can't walk around too much because it's freezing cold here in Upper Indiana. What's the temp? Does this car give you the temperature? It's got to. It gives you everything. I don't see where it says the temperature. I'll have to look at that. But anyway, I don't know what the temp is here, but it's not snowing, but it's got to be probably in the 30s. Yeah, it's pretty cold. So I can't just walk around. Although I will tell you, every time I get outside, that fresh air goes up into my nasal cavities and opens it right up. So I told Bob, isn't this ironic? What actually helps me the most is fresh air, but when I'm out in it, I'm freezing my buns off because it's so cold. So I can't, because it's winter up here, so I can't enjoy the fresh air because it's too cold. But yet that actually has been helping. I don't know. You can't win, you know? You are welcome, guys. I will get going, and you guys have a safe and blessed day, will ya? I'll see you at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight with Josie, with Denise, and you guys just have yourself a good day, okay? And like I said, be blessed. I'll see you on the next one.